Hello, everybody. Welcome to my fat life. I want to thank you all today for coming over here and taking a minute of your day to listen to the word of the good book of Fatter. Now, my father, he's a horrible man. He left one day and he never came back. The moments I've spent thinking about him have been nothing but creating anger to boil down into my meaty exterior. I sometimes stop eating momentarily to think about this, and then I wonder what kind of a life my son will have once I leave this earth. And then it hits me like a freight train of tasty gravy. I want to eat it more and more. Well, there's some stuff I've been kind of going through lately. Now, I went to the doctor today, and this is kind of leading up to what I was saying earlier about the freight train of gravy. I went to the doctor, the old Dr. Snickers. His name is an old-timey name, he says, but I call him Snickers because he always snickers at me. He always gives me that look, kind of rolling his eyes, laughing to himself and trying to hide it. Now, I went to the doctor for my monthly checkup to see how the old heart is doing and everything, and I've got to tell you guys something. It's been kind of depressing here lately. I got the news today. I lost 2 pounds. I don't know how this happened. My doctor was laughing at me, saying, did I get exercise? Or did I start walking to the fridge? And I was like, no. That's absurd. So then I started getting angry because I couldn't take his mean, hurtful comments anymore without being able to openly hit him, because I can't do another day in jail. They'll eat me alive this time. And I decided to retaliate by letting loose the juice. So as he was laughing and snickering and making fun of me, he left the room for a minute. I decided now was the best time. I went up to the little sink he had, pulled down my pants, and I made a hell of a mudslide. It was pretty much filled to the top. I put a couple papers over it so he wouldn't notice right off the bat, and then I walked out. Moments later, as my mom came to pick me up, I heard this horrific scream followed by somebody throwing up. It was the doctor. That'll show him a lot. But I got to thinking a little bit now. Got to thinking about life and everything. Because, I'm not a young man anymore. I'm 23 years old. So I decided, why not go home and read a good book for a little bit. And so I got Willie over. And Willie was upset at me. He was like, Dad, I'm busy in my room. And I was like, you're too busy to listen to the word of the man upstairs, the big guy, Santa Claus himself. And Willie said, Dad, you don't understand, it's for school. And I was like, oh, okay. So, we read a couple verses, and he ran back inside his room, all huffing and puffing. I'm telling you, that exercise will get to cure that boy one day. Little did I know what he was really doing in that room. Mama came up to me and said, you gotta talk to your boy Willie about his after-school activities. I was like, okay, Mama, so I go. Wow, it gets me out of breath just walking and thinking about it. Oh, God, I'm breaking into a sweat. But what happened was that the boy was touching himself in a very inappropriate manner that the Lord did not intend human beings to do. He was manipulating himself with one of those electronic ab machines. You know those ab machines you put on your chest and stomach and it massages it with electricity? And it makes you get muscles. This was an outrage. I ripped it off of him. He started crying. I beat him with it a few times. And then I ran out of the room crying. And And then I went down to my local Dairy Queen and get me some ice cream for a job well done. No man in my house is going, well, my mom's house is going to massage his muscles like that and try to destroy God's beautiful work. So, it was good ice cream too. But I gotta go. Perry Mason's on, and something about that man in the suit just does it for me. See ya.